it's this time of year when the pitches get a bit heavier and you're expected to do a bit more as a forward pack, and I think the lads did all that was asked of them in terms of what we did at the scrum, and you know what we did in the maul to challenge them in that bottom corner at the start of the second half. So yeah, pretty pleasing with most of it, but there's a lot of detail that we need to keep hammering home and improving on.
Obviously, people see Saints play Worcester and think it would be an easy win, but we saw from your reaction last weekend what it means to the boys to just keep winning, keep going. 10 in a row now.
Yeah, I don't really care a lot for league tables and form and things like that, because you know it doesn't really owe you a lot when you're out there on the pitch. It doesn't really stand for anything. And what we did know was that Worcester had a very close run game the week before against Leicester, and they have a lot of belief from that, and they came up to here and really pushed us that first half, and it was only in the second half when they went down to lost men that we were able to squeeze them and get more points on the scoreboard. So yeah, whoever you play in this league, you've got to prepare properly and play properly at the weekend.
Similar sort of task in a way then to Sunday, a Newcastle team that have been out of form but that haven't lost many players to internationals, and another difficult team. Yeah,
they've definitely improved, and they're a team who came up here earlier on in the season and really tested us again, similar to Worcester, really up front, really put a squeeze in us and challenged us in the breakdown and things like that. So they'll step it up a gear at home, I'm sure. You know, they're coached to win those tight battles and to really test us up front. So it's another week where we're going to have to do the business there.
Kahn, at some stage you must be hoping to start a game where the weather conditions are going to be conducive to running rugby.
Yeah, well, it's not going to happen next couple of weeks, but definitely. It's not been frustrating or anything, but it's just the type of play that we had to play in the last couple of months, just due to the weather and the pitches that we've been playing on. Hopefully we get to play on a nice pitch very soon, and or even the weather sort of picks up.
Have you been impressed then by the way that the team's gone about it? Because the try scoring count is still high. You know, there are backs and forwards, mixing and matching. So, coming in your first season, you've been impressed by the way that that's been mixing and matching.
Yes, I think it's been pretty good. It's been quite down to the coaches really. They've been installing about sharing the workload with the forwards and the backs. But also our forwards have been working tremendously hard. Especially twice as hard as they usually would on a dry day. But the forwards giving us good front ball, and then the backs hopefully try to finish it off.
As a scrum half, who tries to organise and dictate the tempo of the game, how important is it for you to have that go forward ball from the pack?
I'd say it's very important. Every scrum half would love the front foot ball, as a backline would. Sometimes you don't get that. Maybe, as you said, the tempo of the game, you can try and adjust to that, especially with the weather. It might be strong winds or something. There's no use kicking it, so you might have to have a go, or something like that. But it's just something you have to adapt to and assess the situation.
There's loads of young kids playing here at the moment. The average age is in its early 20s. Sometimes, are you feeling? Are we saying old or experienced?
Oh, I'd probably say experience. No, yeah, ages, and as long as my body holds up, and if I can keep up with them, it's hopefully not a factor. But it's just a number at the end of the day, and hopefully I train hard enough just to keep myself going.